Oh, Joey. And Cauldron Blessed bookmark. Hello everyone, I just finished reading Binding 13. I thought this was a book about rugby and college students. I was very mistaken. This is very tragic. And it's about high schoolers that call it a college. This was tragic. I feel like this was so depressing. I zoomed through this book. It's almost 609 pages, and I sailed through this because it was so good. I ended up highlighting instead of tabbing because of the pretty sprayed edges, and I could not stop highlighting the whole thing. I felt like I was highlighting everything. I am obsessed with the way that Johnny is obsessed with her. I feel so bad for Shannon. I feel like her whole situation is just so crappy, and I feel like it ended really horribly for both of them, and I want to see what happens in Keeping 13 because this was it was so good. Some of the things that Johnny said in his head just about Shannon as well as out loud, that is a man, and he loves her, and I was obsessed because, are you kidding me? Some of the things he said, and the 4 keeps. I'm overwhelmed, but I'm camping this weekend with my grandparents, and I have a lot of time to read, so I am next going to be reading Powerless. I do have Keeping 13, and I probably will start that once I finish this one. I am going to be reading Powerless by Elsie Silver, and I'm super excited to read this because it's been on my list for so long. So I have this really cute bookmark, and I thought the purple just goes with the purple, but this is my little OSHA and Cauldron Blessed bookmark that I made, and super cute. I'm super excited for this. I am obsessed with the little chapter stamps. I don't even know what to say, but they're super cute. I was obsessed with the way that the found family in Binding 13 is so amazing. I feel like they are all super there for each other. I love Aoife, I love Joey, I love Gibbsy, I love Claire. I feel like Claire and Lizzie are just such good friends for Shannon, and I hope to see more about them. I know that Joey and Aoife get a book next, so I'm super excited to read theirs because I feel like Aoife is just such a loving character so far in this book, and I really want to see how their relationship goes because I feel like her and Johnny must have something going on that they have to show love. I'm kind of feeling like Johnny's parents might adopt Shannon's family, and I don't know because they've always wanted a big family and they never could have a big family, so I'm thinking that maybe they will adopt all of Shannon's family because I feel like it's what the best of both worlds, right? Shannon's family gets away from the horrible parents that they have, but then also Johnny's parents will be able to have a family that they've always wanted. So I don't know, I'm super excited about that, and I'm super excited to read Powerless, and it is a hockey romance, I'm pretty sure, because there's hockey skates on the front, but I'm super excited to just read all weekend long. So I will see you soon.
Here she is.
Yeah, let it pop on its own now. Oh yeah. There's a little bit of more kernels in there. Heck yeah!
Hi guys, I am back. I feel like I have been MIA for some time the past week just because we have been camping. I did update you on Binding 13, the first thoughts of the book, but I have finished both books since I have started talking to you. So I read Binding 13 while I was camping. I was obsessed with this book. I feel like I haven't read a book like this for quite some time. It had a lot of really devastating topics. And I'm laughing at myself because I thought this was going to be a cute college romance with rugby. No, it's not. It is absolutely devastating. It leaves you off on the cliffhanger, and that's when you get into the second book. The second book I am currently reading. I'm about this far in right now. That's Keeping 13. And it's Johnny and Shannon. I have these, I don't know if these are the Target edition, but I have the editions that have the sprayed edges, and I think they're super pretty. Dang, dude. It's really insane what poor Shannon has gone through, and I am absolutely obsessed with the way that Johnny is obsessed with her. I highlighted so much of the book. It's actually really funny. I didn't want to tab the books just because I have the sprayed edges on these, so I highlighted them. I feel like I was highlighting everything. I was obsessed with the language that Johnny was using toward Shannon, and I felt like Shannon was just going through so much. I really am loving Joey and Aoife, which they're the next two books for Redeeming 7 and whatever 7. I'm really excited to get their story. I feel like Joey and Shannon, obviously since they're siblings, they have such deep connections to their trauma that they've had in the past. And obviously I really think you should look at trigger warnings before you read this, just because it is some really heavy things. But I love how at the beginning of the book you get a glossary, and then the end of the book they have the playlists that they talk about inside of the book, just because at one point in the book Johnny has a playlist that Shannon finds, and it is labeled Shannon, and it's all love songs. Super cute. I feel like he is head over heels for her, but you don't know how to share that for each other, and all he wants to do is protect her, which is so instinctual. And I feel like that's not a word. And he has such good instincts because of what she's going through when she's not sharing that with him. I also love how there's song moments in the book. Like the author just put this book together so well. Such a good floppy book, and I feel like it's the same for Keeping 13. They are floppy, they are big, they are very flexible. I personally love a book that has some good flop, and the pages are nice and big. The text is small because the books are so long, but I feel like I was flying through it. So I absolutely loved it. I did leave a review on Fable, so if you want to check that out, you can. And I'm already flying through Keeping 13. I feel like this is a series that's going to be top tier for me because it's just so freaking good already. And I'm only on the second book, and I want to say I'm only 13 chapters in. So super good. Once I finished that during camping, I started reading Powerless by Elsie Silver. I have not read the Chestnut Springs series either. I feel like I'm reading two very top tier series for people right now for the first time, and I feel like I hold a lot of power in the way I speak about these books just because they are so well beloved. But I honestly want to be super honest about how I feel about them as well. I loved Binding 13 so far, so I feel like that's going to be amazing for the way that people feel towards them. But I also love Powerless. So Jasper is an NHL player, and Sloane is a ballerina. She has grown up with these prim, proper, very rich parents who honestly have always treated her mom treated her fine, but dad has always treated her as like a pawn in his game, and that's where he gets her engaged to one of his partners as a business deal, and she doesn't want to get married to him. She's always loved this boy Jasper since she was about 10 years old, and just because they were put into each other's lives, and she has always loved him, but she never thought the feelings were reciprocated. But he is obsessed with her, and he has always felt that way towards her. So this book is more finding out who she's going to be and who she wants to be with, because she is obviously going to be getting married to this man, but it shows her finding herself and avoiding her dad's feelings because she needs to focus on herself. So I think that's a very important theme of the book. I'm loving the writing style of Elsie Silver. I did finish the book, by the way. I ended up giving it, I'm not going to give you the review. I'll do that at the end of the month recap, and then you can see what I rated it. I also highlighted this book just because I didn't have any tabs with me while I was camping, but I brought the book with me. So I just highlighted it, and it works out that it was a purple highlight just because I was purple highlighting Binding 13. Let me tell you, the romance in this book was top tier. I loved the way that Jasper treated Sloane. I felt like he was the perfect alpha male, but also the perfect amount of sensitive and vulnerable as well. I feel like he was super vulnerable. He's going through his own things as well. And I think she wrote them very well into why they need to, or what it is that they love about each other and what they need to work on for themselves as well. I think that was really good. The spice in this book, top tier. I feel like it wasn't overtly in your face. It wasn't a super, what is the word I'm thinking of? It's not super, I didn't cringe. I did not cringe at the spice. And I feel like that is something that is usually cringy in most books. I feel like she wrote it super well. I feel like it was super sexy, and I also loved the way she wrote their perspective in it. Definitely a good amount of spice, but it wasn't overdone. I didn't feel like I was just reading a spice book. I felt like I was reading a romance and there was a plot, and I loved it. I definitely am going to read the next book, which is following Winter and Theo, and that book is called Reckless. So super excited to read the next one in the Chestnut Springs series. Honestly, it was sexual assault the first book when she did what she did to Johnny, and she's literally a bitch. Like, there's nothing more about it. She is a bitch. She treats everyone like shit. She doesn't know when to say or when no. It's all non-consensual, and honestly, it's kind of gross. And she deserved everything that got handed to her in this book. Aoife was a badass and fucking destroyed her, and she deserved it. Bella is a fucking bitch. Sorry.
Fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh, Joey. Oh, Joey's literally going to kill me. Why is this so fucking heartbreaking? Holy